Here to what you came for, Gucci's Holiday 2024 collection. As soon as I saw the promo images, I went bananas. This is holiday to me. It's just a little bit different. It's the first time that we are actually seeing Gucci launching a holiday collection, and all of the products on this collection, they have on the Unicard a sign that says limited edition. We got an eyeshadow palette, 2 shades of blushes, a new plumping lip oil, and there are 2 lipsticks in the matte formulation. One of them is a repromote, and then this other one, I don't remember seeing it before, or perhaps it is also a repromote, but since I don't have it in my collection, I went ahead and picked it up, Valeria Rose. But let's start first with the eyeshadow palette in 04 Festive Glow. Comes with a little applicator, and if you're new here to my channel, welcome to all of you, my friends. I film in natural light in 4K resolution. It's made in Italy and it has a shelf life of 24 months. And now this is a cream to powder formulation. Let's go for swatches. And I have already posted the unboxing on my TikTok and my Instagram. And on my Instagram is where I posted the poll. So if you want to stay in communication, aside to subscribing to the channel and ringing the post notification bell, these eyeshadows are extremely soft, creamy, super smooth. When I say soft, I'm talking about how smooth they are. There's no chunky glitters in here, and the cover story is very much a fall vibe. Let's just go for it. Okay, that's super soft, subdued. This shade is super beautiful. There is a little bit of bronze, a little bit of light gold, a little bit of coral. Very beautiful. Oh, this shade is stunning. I didn't expect that when I was swatching it. I thought it was going to be super green, but no, in fact, it's bronze brown taupey tone. It reminds me to an eyeshadow from Victoria Beckham Beauty, and that shade is super pretty. A muted fuchsia tone. It's not too intense, it's not too strong. It's nothing like the new holiday face palette from Chanel. If you haven't watched that video yet, well, it's already live, and on that video I show you the new Refer Holiday brush, which is available right now at 40% off. I was like, what? Wait a second. But the holiday collection from Refer also includes 3 new eyeshadow brushes, which are inspired to calligraphy in Japan, named the Chodo, again after calligraphy in Japanese. So we're going to be using these brushes and test them out. I'm so excited. Going first with this shade, and I'm going to apply it above the crease. Wow, that has a lot of pigmentation. Yeah, a ton of pigment. And I'm not building up the pigmentation because I want something super soft. I don't want to go full on with this shade. Refer Shadow 00 brush, and I'm going to go to the bronze shade. And it picked up plenty of product. Okay, I'm going to take this shade and applying it on the outer third of the eyelid. Oh my gosh, this shade all over the eyelid. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so far I'm watching now if there's any fallout, and nothing, because it's just so creamy, so smooth. So although it does have shimmer particles, and I'm not talking about chunky glitter, but just shimmer throughout, because the formulation is so creamy, there's nothing, zero fallout. Refer Shadow 02 brush, and I'm going again to this shade, and I'm going to intensify the outer V. Oh, this is so holiday. Goodness me, it's so pretty. Smith 253 brush, and I'm taking this shade on the inner third to the middle of the eyelid. I'm going to use all the 4 shades on the eyeshadow palette, although there's no necessity, you don't have to do so, but I want to see if the formulas are consistent. Now this is more of like a tauper shade. As you can see, I'm grabbing it, but it's just kind of translucent. It's not a shade that is going to give you a metallic finish. Let's see if I'm doing the right thing or not. I'm just going to tap it right on the center of the eyelid. You see, that's very subdued. It's just going to give a kiss of glow. And I know I'm applying it with a finger. You can definitely apply it with a brush. I'm going to go with a Refer number 23 brush, to the lightest shade. And now I'm taking this shade and applying it on the inner corners. And whatever is remaining, I'm taking it on the brow bone. And I'm gonna take this shade and apply it on the lower lash line. Sonia G Flat Definer, and this shade I'm gonna take it and apply it on the outer third of my lower lash line. And I'm just gonna drag it a little bit upwards so that way create that illusion of kind of like a wing, just lifting up a little bit my eye. I went ahead and applied mascara, eyeliner, all the details about the collection, the rest of my makeup will be as per usual on the description box below. Also, I will try to link everything on the YouTube shop, which you just need to tap on the screen and it will show up for you. And I will be leaving the description box as a pinned comment. So while you're subscribing to the channel or leaving your comment, please make sure you check that pinned comment. But anyhow, friends, what are your thoughts about this look? Like I said, you don't need to use every single shade on an eyeshadow to create a look. I just wanted to really test each of the formulations. But before I tell you my thoughts about this palette from Gucci, let's go for the limited edition blushes. 2 new shades. And friends, I have countless talks with various very well-known makeup artists, and a lot of them, they praise about the blush formulation from Gucci, and I have to agree with that. The names look different. Like for example, this one I'm going to show you, it was labeled as watermelon, but it is Intense Ruby, number 11, and the other shade 10 Soft Peach, and I think it was labeled as apricot. Whatever is the case, the shades are number 10 and number 11. I do own all the shades of the Gucci blushes, and I will make side-by-side comparisons, but first let's give them a quick swatch. I want to try this because I don't think this will show my skin tone. I do have a light to medium skin tone, and this one looks more like a setting powder for my skin tone than a true blush. I can try it, but yeah, I kind of know how it's gonna look like. And then the other shade, Intense Ruby, number 11. This doesn't look as red as it showed on the promo images. It does have kind of like a light watermelon refreshment kind of tone. Very beautiful. Kind of pinkish too. Super, super pretty. Let's give them a quick swatch. Have one and then the other one. And seeing this blush in person, for a minute I thought, oh, you know what, I could maybe use it as a highlighter. And not too long ago, Gucci has launched their highlighters, which if you're interested, the formulation is extremely unique. Like, look how you can dent your finger in it. You have to know how to apply it to achieve that look that you want. I do have a full-on review with swatches of most of the shades. I think I only left aside one shade, the deepest one. But anywho, this one, you're not going to be able to use it as a highlighter. It does have that beautiful satiny sheen, but not enough to be a luminizer. I'm going with an Hermes brush. Just going to tap it, and that's how much I'm getting. Who knows, friends? Perhaps I'm just judging this blush too soon. It's showing on my skin, surprisingly. Now, perhaps you're not going to be able to see it so much here on the camera, but I think it's showing nicely. I think it's a nice shade, like very light, like something for every day. I didn't thought I was gonna enjoy it. Ooh, I like it. I think if you have fair to light and light complexion, you will be able to use it fine. And I do have a light to medium complexion, and again, I can use this as an everyday blush. It's quite deceiving, the swatch. Never judge a makeup product by the way it swatches. I should know that better. Refer and the holiday brush, and I'm going with Intense Ruby. It pick up plenty. Let's take it on this side. That's so lovely, friends. Now, this brush has natural hair bristles, just like the one from Hermes, but the one from Hermes is a little bit more harsh. This one is made out of squirrel hair, and therefore it's a little bit softer, or a lot softer, and also it's not densely packed, so it does have, see, it's like nice and fluffy. So it makes for application of, say, shades that perhaps they are not meant for my skin tone. I will say this will be ideal for those who have medium tan and deeper complexions. But with this kind of brush, you can just build up the product to the intensity that you want. Just gonna apply a little bit right here on the nose. I like that. It just kind of like brings life to my face. And I'm gonna take this same shade and I'm just gonna apply it on the temple on this side. What are your thoughts? Here, here. I love it. Let's even out this other side and just apply the same shade right here, right on the center. The beautiful thing about the Gucci blushes too is that their formula has this blurring kind of effect, and I do have enlarged pores on this area, although they have a little bit of a silky kind of finish, not truly satin, not a velvet. It's kind of like right in between. They do amazing to blur the pores and the imperfection. Very much alike to the formulation of Gucci setting powder. So I have here Tender Apricot, which is the lightest Gucci blush shade on the permanent line, against one Soft Peach. And definitely this one has more of that peach tone. I'm just gonna swatch it right here on the very top. It looks lighter, if you notice, than the limited edition shade. Do you see that? I have it right here. And this is Soft Peach. So definitely the new shade, although deceiving on the pan, it may be because it's in contrast with the red casing. This one is actually deeper than this one. Hopefully you're able to see that. Now let's swatch 09 Intense Plum. Let's take it here. This is a brighter fuchsia tone. They may look alike, but they are not when I'm swatching them. You see, this one is more cooler in tone, Intense Plum. And I'm 100% sure you're gonna ask me about these other shades, Warm Berry and Rosy Beige, completely different. I don't think we need extra swatches for these because you can tell the undertones, everything is just completely different. Let's go for the lip products, the limited edition matte lipstick in Valeria Rose. There's also Janet Rust, but this shade was the one that called my attention the most. A warm brick rose reddish tone. The pigment of Gucci lipsticks is always so good. The matte lipstick formulation from Gucci, always fully pigmented, smooth, non-drying. What are your thoughts, friends? Do you like this shade? If you have followed me for any point in time, then you know my opinion in regards the Gucci plumping, smoothing lip glosses. I don't like the scent. To me, they smell like stinky feet. I don't know why. I just don't like the scent. So I'm taking one for the team, friends, to show you this swatch. The shade is Mina Rosewood 07. And don't get me wrong, this shade is so pretty. It is a mauve tone, is right on the type of lip glosses, lipstick shades that I love. So let's see what happens. Shade, super pretty. Okay. Now, this one does have more pigment than the other Gucci lip glosses. They are not bad. It's just like the scent is just not the type of scent that I like. It's just, I don't know why. It's so strong, the scent. But the shade is super pretty. I don't know if it's licorice, the scent, or what is in there. I don't know. Help me, friends. Now, do they do the job? Do they hug the lips? Do they look gorgeous? Absolutely. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm telling you the truth. It's just a personal scent preference, and I'm so familiar with luxury makeup because that's mainly what I review here on my channel and basically all my collection. Most lipsticks, lip glosses, makeup product from the luxury world, they do have an added fragrance, but this one, I don't know, it's just a little bit off-putting on me. But I may pass it because this shade is just like stunning. Final thoughts on this collection. Let's start first with the eyeshadow quad. Love the formulations here. I really enjoy that they give us a matte formula. It doesn't look super red. It just gives that sultry kind of look, mysterious. It doesn't give a vibe of pink eyes. I love the bronze shade on this quad. It's so stunning. And this shade, you can rock it not only now in fall season, but this shade very well you can rock it during summertime too. Now this shade over here is a nice topper. It does have a flip in between champagne and a pinky kind of tone. Is it my favorite shade in the quad? It's not a dud, but it's just not like, yeah, it's okay. I would have rather seen just a regular champagne tone, but I see what they are doing right here, because say if you're just combining this shade with this shade, like say you have a very intense eye look with this shade and you just build up the pigment so it can translate like this shade is going to give that little flip of the pinky undertone that this shade has. So I totally get it why they have done it. Formula spectacular, blendability amazing, no fallout, super creamy smoothing too, which is super important I think for any age. But if you're a person like me, I do have fall on my eyelids, I have aging skin, consider more mature skin, these kind of smoothing formulations that they don't show a lot of like texture, they are just so flattering. And talking about flattering, Gucci really has proved time and time again that they know how to not only formulate blushes but also to select the right shades. And I have to tell you, friends, what a mistake of mine to judge this shade too soon. Believe me, this shade is stunning and it may seem too light for your skin tone if you are alike to my complexion. Again, I think it's because the contrast between the red and this shade that makes it look like a setting powder. But as you were able to see by my swatches, I mean, you can tell that the peachy tone from the permanent line is lighter than this new shade. This shade is definitely a little bit darker and it looks beautiful. It's not too warm tone. It's one of those everyday shades. And this shade, oh my gosh, that little flash of color that is just so romantic. This shade is, it's so pretty. You see, like on runways, I mean, ask any makeup artist, they like to use a lot reddish shades and these kind of shades because they just give life to the skin even if you don't have nothing, absolutely anything on your eyelids. Just a pop of blush, a good lipstick, good mascara, lashes, and you're set to go. So I mean, these are gorgeous. You just have to pick and choose. Love the packaging too. I think this is just so holiday for a gift. So pretty. I even think that I have done, I mean, I know this is cute, but I will have rather to see these little stars on the eyeshadow palette because I like this packaging a lot. And in terms of the lip products, I mean, the lipstick, time and time again, we know the formulation from Gucci. If you are not familiar, they do have one of the best formulas out in the market, both satin and these matte finishes, full opacity, non-drying, super comfortable, and they have such a variety of shades. And if you're looking for this pink cap, I mean, and you have other shades already from Gucci, you can always interchange them. Super cute, and the shade is very pretty too, because although it's named Valerie Rose, it does have a little bit of rose tone, but it's a little bit more on the warmer side, almost leaning on that light reddish brick kind of tone. Very lovely. And then this baby, I really enjoy the formulation. I like how my lips look, how it's plumping without any pain. My only is like, can you remove that scent? Can you do something about that scent? Because if anything, that's the only thing that it bothers me. But look at this. So stunning, right? I mean, like, come on. It's gorgeous. And if you have tried it and the scent doesn't bother you at all, I mean, go for it, because this shade is gorgeous. And in comparison with all the rest of the shades, this one does show. I would love to hear from you if you are excited about this collection with products. Have you added already to cart? Which ones you have on your wish list? Let's continue that conversation on the comment section down below. And I want to extend the invitation to come and follow me both on my TikTok and my Instagram. And if you participated on the poll that I posted on my Instagram, don't you worry, I'm not gonna let you hang in there. What's next here on my channel? Well, hello, my review on Prada's Holiday 2024 collection. See you then. Bye-bye.